Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action this time with Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Down and 4.
Working out of the gun. Love. And will be intercepted. Picked up by Fitzpatrick.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 5 catches, 56 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He completes this one to Mack. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come over with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Love now. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And it'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end,
each and every year, it's just like very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
3rd and long for Love. Tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He dumps this off to Mack. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Saints.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you bring it back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 13 15 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Love's pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Going back to Love. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys. Thanks very much.
And okay. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They start the second half with Kamara and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's good for a Saints.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, Love to pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? Those broken plays you can't account for.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Love now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Love over the middle, complete. That's Newman. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Love. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Josh Allen.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
To Michael Thomas.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On the ground, Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Here's Jordan Berry now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Saints 3.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Kamara, the ball
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Love now to pass on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown, Saints.
Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stump. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Love. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. 1st down, going to the air with Love. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Stump. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
14.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Garoppolo. Completion here to Claypool. And the ball is knocked out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
But, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On play action. Love to throw. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
His pass caught at the 4. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's third and goal.
It's third down and goal from the 4-yard line.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Eric Ebron.
Eric Ebron. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love looking to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Love. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now Love. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I quote it again and again. Who is the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast.